This guy has never played football before. Terrific rugby player, but just his abilities.
I think that I can't get happiness, or I'm not allowed to be happy, or I'm not allowed to pursue like emotions or chase other dreams, because I already have these ones set in stone, and there's been so much sacrifice to that. Why did I move to America? So long story short, I was separated from my parents separated when I was really young. It affected my older brothers a lot more than me, but they loved football and they loved like American football and that. So it was kind of like a little tie for me, like knowing that my dad and my two older brothers loved it. So I didn't actually I met my brothers like 3 or 4 times ever since from the age of about 4 to about 16. And so my tie to them was, okay, if I could play sport, make them proud, maybe it would be, bring the family back together, I think. The idea was to come here, save the family, and do it by playing football.
Starts now, finishes at 4 p.m. You get the studio, open it up, get the gym in, immigration, coaches, all that.
There was no actual path for an international player to come do what I did. It was just like, all right, this is what is expected to do. Generally, you go into a college, you play for college, you get picked up by a team. So my goal was to come over here after the scouts recognized my talent. They said, go to college, you got eligibility. So I went to a 4-year program. Was a defensive lineman, started. We won 2 more rings that next 2 years to follow. And then wrote a letter to my head coach going into my 2 years left. And I said, look, I'm leaving. I'm going to go to the NFL. I'm 26. I'm ready for it. I hope you can support me on this, all that. Went to my pro day that day. Put up great numbers. These 11 teams were trying to find out who I was, what I was doing, where did I come from, because they had no script in me. Turns out halfway through the workout, they had to pull me from the workout because I still was eligible to play college, and I didn't declare for the draft because of one rule or another. So I went 8 weeks of fighting NCAA, fighting my college, fighting the NFL to get me approved. And then a week before the draft, I was in Vegas training. I rolled my ankle, and I said, nah, you know what, I'm done. Ended up flying out to San Diego because a couple of my mates just opened a business out here. And I was just coming out here for a week just to try and restructure and figure it out, because I wasn't going home, and I had to figure out my next move and see how I could do that. And that's how I fell into F45. All right, Renegade is, please be a good setup. Boxes, Remo bars, 3 per station. Oof. This sucks. It actually sucks. Where's the benches at? 1, 2, benches are down there. All right, let's get this going. I couldn't go home because I gave up a lot when I came over here. I've given up a lot. So if I go home, I just feel like I go home with nothing. So I can't do that, and I won't do that. I got a family back home, but I've got 2 kids. And obviously coming over, they came over with me. Oh, stop. Anyway. We can keep going, it's all right. Oh, we can do this one in there a bit. No, I got 2 beautiful kids, an amazing ex-wife. And I had them, they supported me for the first couple of years over here. And then they needed to move on with their life. And at that point, it was like, I really felt if I went home, what did I just waste that loss of time and effort, and just mainly time with the kids. So I'm not going home with nothing, and I'm not going to go home with nothing to give to them. Your face, you're being disgraced, kicking your can all over the place. That's the tempo, let's go! Fuck you! Yeah, baby. So all the way down, take your hands off the ground and push up. Hands off, push up, yes. Oh, that's better. So I mentioned it earlier. It's like I'm not gonna fail. Like if I see something not working, I'm gonna look over it. I'll figure that out, but I'm gonna have a backup plan because there's not gonna be an exit. It's just straight ahead, and it has to be success. The overall goal is to have another crack at the NFL and give it my all. I just felt like I didn't give it all I could, so I'm just really gonna have one more last crack and just see what best can happen.
Stay in there, bro. Come on, get your ass. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, part of my introduction, I ain't a bussin'. Aiming at all of you bucketheads and you instant thuggers. I'm quick to tussle, I'm sick of muzzles. I'm here for trouble. I pick up the world and I drop it. Knowledge my hustle. I'm out of my mind, my brain out of control. I'ma blow on a beat like you powder your nose. Embody your bitter sense with a lot of destruction. But my mama love me anyway, so you can't tell me nothing. Ain't I so disrespectful? Aiming with a 38 special, I may bless you. Moving with a crew of deceptives in an SUV. I'm very sure that you will bleed, you try and test us. I direct my route just like a Tesla. Next up, push me to the clip, you might get edged up. Extra ammo for the doubters, know you effed up. I'ma get the whole thing, we applying pressure. Yeah, I'ma make noise in the street, please. All that fake love you can keep, peace. You can't with my energy.